What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sensei B with Friday Night SmackDown Review, February 7th, 2014. First, let's say that SmackDown was really good. Out of the 6 matches, only one sucked, and we'll get into that why I think that one sucked. So as SmackDown began, Daniel Bryan was out there talking about what happened on Raw when Kane chokeslammed him. He tried to get Kane down to the ring. Kane wouldn't walk down the ramp. He said, but instead he apologized on the behalf of the Authority and said he was sorry for chokeslamming Kane. Then Daniel Bryan kind of got into it, tried to take Kane down memory lane when there was tag teams and they went to the counseling. They was all huggy with each other and said Kane changed and I got a suit on. But Kane claimed to be happy sitting in the office with a suit on. He's not upset about that. He's happy. He's no longer from the depths of hell, in my own words, anymore. Daniel then challenged Kane and said, hey, let's settle this like some men, get in the ring. And Kane said, no, he's not going to have it, but he will do Daniel a favor since he was in a fighting mood. He'll set up a match with Daniel and Antonio Cesaro tonight, which that's what he did later on, and we'll get into that match. So after that was over, the first actual match was between Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. Reigns and Ambrose won, but this was a great match. Seth Rollins sat next to JBL and Michael Cole, so he was out there waiting to do something crazy. As the match went on, there's a lot of great moves, a lot of good power moves. Reigns was whooping down Ziggler, but then at one point you saw Ambrose was getting ready to try to tag himself in again, but Reigns caught him and backed away from Ambrose. When he did that, it allowed Ziggler to jump up and put Reigns in a DDT, but then Reigns caught Ziggler with this devastating Superman punch, and when he hit, the way he got that punch off was so quick. And then Ziggler played so well into that punch. It looked so devastating. I was like, damn. And then he ended up catching Ziggler again with the spear. And then he went to tag out on his own to Ambrose, pretty much saying, hey, since you like easy matches or easy wins, there you go. I already took him out for you. So Ambrose kind of looked at him, but then jumped in the ring and jumped on top of Ziggler. 1, 2, 3, and it was over with. So you can definitely see that feud getting bigger and bigger. You can possibly see the Shield is going to be breaking up soon. Hopefully not before the Shield versus the Wyatt go off, which I think that's still going to happen. But you can see that problem there. Then all of a sudden on the screen, the Wyatt family popped up on the screen and trying to get into the Shield's head and kind of rubbed it in that they're fighting within this Shield and they can see a problem within this Shield and just trying to get into the head. So I kind of like the Wyatt family. It's going to be interesting to see those two pretty much tag teams. Not really tag teams, but groups fight each other. It's going to be fun. So that was a great match. The second match was against Sheamus versus Ryback, who was accompanied by Curtis Axel. Sheamus won that match, and this was another great match. Another match that had me saying, oh, damn. Two big guys. You wouldn't think that it's going to be that hype. Both of those guys moved really well. A lot of good power moves, quick power moves. It was a great match. Of course, for some reason, Ryback went to the top rope, which I'm like, what is he doing on the top rope? Try to come down on a slam and missed. And then Sheamus caught him with the bro kick and it was over. Now, during the match, Sheamus kind of got Ryback down. Sheamus rolled out of the ring and then caught Curtis Axel in the face with a bro kick. So Sheamus was bro kicking everybody. So he bro kicked Ryback and then 1, 2, 3 and it was over. The match won by Sheamus. Again, good match, a lot of good power moves. Next thing happened was Renee Young interviewed Alberto Del Rio, and she was asking him about why he kept irritating Batista, and pretty much Del Rio summed it up. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm trying to get into his head, I'm gonna make his life miserable, and then Del Rio walked off. That's pretty much it. The third match has to do with the Real Americans. It was actually Antonio Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan. That was the one Kane set up at the beginning of SmackDown. Daniel Bryan did win. This was another good match that had me saying like, damn, whoa. And I did that quite a bit through the night. But Antonio is so strong. Daniel Bryan had him in some kind of arm bar hold. And Cesaro picked him up from that one arm above his head. I'm like, damn, Cesaro is strong as hell. And then, of course, a guy kind of got out of the ring, and Daniel Bryan had caught Swagger in the face with a knee because Swagger was on the side. And then Bryan went to the top of the ropes and tried to come down on Cesaro, but Cesaro caught him with the elbow. And then Cesaro had him down and then tried that stupid move, the neutralizer, which I can't stand that move from him. But then Bryan, he said he can get out any hose, and he reversed that shit, jumped on top of Cesaro's head, did a helicopter spin. As he came down, he had Cesaro in the S-lock, dude. The move was so sweet and so executed. And then next thing you know, he tapped him out. So Cesaro tapped out. But back to Cesaro. I like Cesaro, but I think his finish move, the neutralizer, is terrible. It's a stupid move. It takes too long, and when he does execute it, it doesn't do any damage. I don't know why don't make that elbow as his finishing move. Maybe use the neutralizer as a means to get him down to lead to the elbow, and have the elbow as his finishing move. I just hate that stupid move. But again, anyway, Daniel did win. And then all of a sudden Kane comes out, and then he walks down the ring and heads toward the ring. As Daniel Bryan waited for Kane to get to the ring, of course Cesaro got up, hit Daniel from behind, and then Kane get in the ring and choke slams Daniel Bryan. So Kane got him anyway. The next thing happened was Renee Young interviewed Randy Orton. She was trying to ask Randy about how he feel about being put into the matches of all the challengers that's going to be elimination challenges in a couple of weeks, and what he feel about that. But he didn't want to discuss that. He wanted to talk about the loss he had against Daniel Bryan a couple of days ago. I said it was a fluke, and he said tonight when he fight Christian, he will be Christian, and everybody that's going to follow, and then he will be considered as the greatest. Because Randy has to fight each other individual who was going to be in the chamber, the elimination chamber. Had to fight them all. That's something that was done by the authorities. So he said he's going to beat Christian, and everybody followed, and he will be the greatest of all time. So that was it. Next match was between AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella. AJ Lee won. This was a good match also, and some nice moves for the females. Now, of course, as the match went on, Tamina, who accompanied AJ, jumped up on the side of the ring. Bree, which is Nikki's sister, saw her, jumped on the side of the ring too. Those two were fighting on the side of the ring, outside the rope. Then, as they were fighting, AJ swung Nikki Bella into the ropes, hitting Bree off the ring to the floor. Nikki ran to the ropes, yelling for Bree. And then when she did that, of course, AJ caught her up in the Black Widow, and then she tapped out. So it was a good match though, and I'm gonna tell you, I didn't like the Bella Twins about 2 years ago, but over the time, I'm starting to like them more and more, and I have seen a huge improvement in their wrestling. And this was a good match because the way I judge the female wrestlers, because there are some good ones, a few good ones. But for a lot of times when you watch them, the setup moves, you can see the setup. They moving really slow. You see that what's going to happen. But this was a good match. And the Bella Twins, and AJ is a good wrestler too. And it was a fluid match. You didn't really see a good setup. You saw everything happening fluid. The Bella Twins, as far as Nikki concerned, were doing some nice, cool moves. You could tell she'd been in the ring practicing. And I like AJ also. I think she's a good athlete. She's so little, so light, but I think she's a really, really good athlete. So this was a really good match. And again, I see a big improvement in Bella Twins, which really makes me like them a whole lot more. Okay, so next thing happened was Titus O'Neil. He was in the backstage with the microphone. Now he said that Renee Young wanted to interview him so bad, so he called her out though. So it was the other way around. So he called her out and then told her to interview him, even though he had the mic every time. So he called her out, and really he just really started just bragging about himself. She asked him about the issue between him and Darren Young. He was saying that Darren Young pretty much was nothing, didn't do anything. He never was really prime time. He doesn't. He just sucked pretty much. That's what O'Neal was saying. And then of course the interview was over. But then Darren Young came out there and rushed him in the backstage and whooped Titus O'Neal's ass. And it was great seeing Darren Young step up and take care of his business. And he whooped his ass so bad to where Titus O'Neal was on the ground covered up saying, "Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it." It was so funny. So that was a great interview, even though Titus actually interviewed himself. It was a great interview. The fifth match was between Goldust, who was accompanied by his brother Cody Rhodes, and then Bray Wyatt, which was accompanied by the rest of the Wyatt family. Now Bray did win this one, but it was another great match. Another one that had me saying, oh. And I'm going to say, man, again, Goldust looks good. He lost all this weight. He looks in shape. He's fast. He's doing some sweet moves. He's not just lollygagging and doing old man moves. He's doing stuff off the ropes. He's doing flips off the side of the ring. He's doing a lot of great stuff. And it was great to see these two weird ass people in the same ring. You have Bray Wyatt on one corner doing this little reverse thing. You have Goldust on the other corner on all four of his hands and knees and doing this crap. So two of the weirdest people in WWE right now going at it with each other. But not only just that, the match itself was good. It was great moves, a lot of action. It kept you saying also like whoa too also. But of course at the end of everything, Bray Wyatt caught Goldust with the Sister Abigail, the 1, 2, 3. And it really kind of affected when one of the Wyatts got close to the ring. Cody tried to cut in between. They knocked out Cody, which caused Goldust to kind of look away, worried about Cody. Boom, caught him with the Sister Abigail, and then now it's over. And then when I was done, of course, on the screen, who popped up? The Shield. The Shield pops up, and they try to get into their head next and tell them that they wasn't afraid of them, that they're not afraid to fight the Wyatts. They don't scare anybody, and they the Shield. So the Shield need to be prepared and get ready. So that's pretty cool. So that really pumped that match up between the Shield versus the Wyatt family, and I'm really excited to see that match. The sixth match, which was the boringest match of all, was between Christian and Randy Orton. Randy Orton won, and I just want to end that right there. I really do. But I'm talking about it a little bit, because to me, now, what made this match terrible, it's not Christian. It's Randy Orton, man. Randy Orton is so boring, man. Now, I know his role is so that he's supposed to be this person that just takes his time and pick pieces of your body and just constantly abuse you. But that shit is terrible. You see Christian moving fast to corner to corner. If Randy Orton is slanging him against the corner, he's moving fast. You got Christian off the top ropes, off the side of rings, going over the ropes, doing a move. You have Randy just in the same ring, walking around. He rolls out the ring, walk around. It is just so, I'm so sick of watching Randy Orton wrestle. And you know, and all the matches before, it had great power moves, great finishing moves, great execution. The women the same way, and you get to this match, and Randy Orton supposed to be this guy that's like a second or third generation wrestler, and you never see him go over the ropes, you never see him do anything like that. I'm just tired of watching him wrestle, and he made this match suck. That's my opinion about that whole thing. But anyway, Randy did win. He caught Christian with the RKO, and it was out. It was over. Whee! So anyway, overall though, SmackDown was hot. It was nice. Again, great power moves, etc. So it was definitely a great SmackDown this past Friday. So overall, don't forget to continue to watch more WWE information. On Tuesday, I'll be posting Raw review. On Thursday, I'll be doing main event review with some WWE rumors. And then for Friday night, SmackDown, I either be posting a Saturday or early or sometimes Sunday. Because I do want to give people time to watch these shows. I'm still going to put spoiler alert in case you T-voted and you don't watch it for a couple of days. But I want to give people time to watch it. And, you know, and this is not so much of my review to tell you what happened. This is my review to tell you what I think about the matches. So for you guys, I want you guys down below to tell me too, for SmackDown, what was your favorite match? What match you didn't like? What was your favorite wrestler for the night? What was the favorite movie you saw? There's some information down below on what your thoughts were also for SmackDown. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, please. That helps me a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. That helps you to know when I do new videos. That comes in handy. So it's your boy Sincere B. I see you Tuesday night with some WWE Monday Night Raw reviews. I'm out of here. Peace.